In the near future, a drone pilot sent into a war zone finds himself paired with a top secret android officer on a mission to stop a nuclear attack. Hello, everybody. I'm Steve from VALHARTV, and today I'll be reviewing Outside the Wire. This is a Netflix original movie that just came out like a day ago, I believe. Harper is played by Desmond Idris, and he's the drone pilot that in the beginning of the movie ends up disobeying a direct order and gets reassigned to field deployment with Captain Leo. Yeah, basically, Harper is one of those guys who judges things and then does it even if he doesn't get the order. So he's known to disobey orders. Captain Leo is obviously different than everybody that says, when Harper's going through trying to find him is like, oh, you must have done something really messed up to get assigned to Captain Leo. So as he's going through trying to find him, everybody keeps telling him that. And Leo and Harper's mission is to deliver supplies to a refugee camp and then get intel on Victor Koval, who's a criminal warlord. And he's supposed to be working with the Russians, but he's also maybe got his own agenda too. It's not really specified in the movie. But Leo shows Harp, that, he's an android. And then he asks if Harp trusts him. So, if he doesn't, he can sign paperwork, sending him home, and he can deal with the consequences after that. So, of course, Harp is like, yeah, I trust you. So it's like, oh, okay. And, after they get to the refugee camp, this is kind of where things start to get more tense between the two. And we end up seeing a rift kind of start because Leo is doing some stuff that Harp doesn't find right. So he starts to question Leo. And Leo doesn't really tell him anything. He's just like, just do what I say. We're not equals. But he eventually he does keep, just giving him enough information to keep Harp satisfied basically. And we get some twists in this, but you can kind of see him coming. There was just something missing in this movie that I found could have made it better. This wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't a good movie. This gave off a Terminator vibe, like a lot, like not even a little bit. It was a lot. I almost kind of felt like I was watching like a prequel to the Terminators, and this movie uses Asimov's 3 laws of robotics too. So we get to see like all of this go through the movie. The effects, they weren't bad. The parts where Leo makes his body see-through were actually kind of cool, but I mean that other than that there weren't really any major special effects. It was all practical and it was fine. I mean, they did quite a few shootout scenes that I thought were pretty decent. The sound wasn't bad. I had no issues with that either. I don't really remember the music. It just wasn't really that memorable, but it still wasn't bad. It just, I don't really remember a lot of it. And the acting wasn't bad. Idris was very convincing as a soldier, who's never seen deployment, who's never been in a war situation and has never had to take lives. So I thought that was good. Leo wasn't bad either. He played a semi-convincing android where he just kept saying, listen, I'm not like humans, things like that. And, it kind of fell a little flat for me, even though I know these two actors are really accomplished and they're really good. And again, there was a bunch of one-liners, but that was about it. A lot of the dialogue was more along the lines of preaching about how America's bad, kind of, a thing going on. So I don't really understand that. But I mean, the movie started out good. There was a lot of potential, I thought, in the beginning of the movie, especially when, Harp got reassigned because of a decision he had to make, or decision he made, not that he had to. But then it just kind of lost a little momentum. Like I thought it might have been a little too long. It was almost 2 hours. It was like an hour and 55 minutes. So I thought it was just a little too long. This may have benefited if it was just a little bit shorter. But I mean, overall, I was kind of disappointed in this movie. I was actually kind of looking forward to it, but it just really reminded me of the Terminator movies a little too much. Um, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good again. But I do think some people will actually like this. It wasn't it wasn't a bad movie. It just wasn't a good movie either. I would honestly give this a 5.5, 6 at the most. I mean, I'll stick with 5.5 out of 10, just because it kind of lost momentum once these two started working together, and you just started really figuring out what was going on and stuff, and the twists that came along, and you could see them. So I thought this movie had some potential, but it just didn't really do it for me. But if you guys like the movie, let me know. Leave a comment down below, and let me know if you liked the movie. If you didn't, but please hit the like button and also subscribe, as I'll be doing more content each week. Take care for now, everybody.